What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show, and today is Happy Thursday. Y'all, we have gotten some of the best news coming out of Washington, coming out of the Commanders Center and headquarters. All this stuff, I'm telling y'all, man, this is the day that I think we all have been sitting here waiting for, excited about, and things like that. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna start y'all off with this. Let's talk about Bieniemy. Let's start there. Now, I'm gonna say this very clearly because I really want y'all to understand how I feel. I was happy about the Bieniemy hiring. I was very happy about that. I'm now excited. You know why? Because one thing about me is that I'm always the one to evaluate. Like, I am the coach's evaluator. You know, nobody else evaluates the coaches like I do. I'm the coach's evaluator. I was the first one who said something about Chris Harris becoming a future defensive coordinator. That was me. I'm also the first one to sit up there and talk about Drew Terrell. That was me. I told you guys that. But we're not going to give me all the credit, but I am the coach's evaluator. Now, Bieniemy is a dang good coach, a really, really good coach. And I saw that from the get-go. Now, again, I didn't think Ron was going to pull it off, but he did. Ron actually pulled it off, and I got to give him credit for that. But again, I was only happy about the hiring. I got excited when one thing happened. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I always gauge my level of excitement on this particular person. And when I saw that this person was showing an excitement about the hiring of Bieniemy, that's when I knew everything is going to be safe. I was happy that we hired Bieniemy. I got excited when our captain showed his excitement for the hiring of Bieniemy. Yes, that's right. Terry McLaurin. One thing about Terry McLaurin tries his best to hide his level of excitement and stuff, but he doesn't do it that well. And when I see that he's excited about something, he's happy about something, and he's smiling about it, that's when I know my level of excitement needs to shoot up. That's when I know it. Just like it was no different than the Carson Wentz situation. Most of y'all did not even pay attention to Terry when he was talking about Carson Wentz. He was like, well, you know, some of the things he was saying was like, well, you know, we got to work on our chemistry, work on everything that's going on. Every time he came to a press conference and talked about Carson Wentz, he never smiled. Never smiled. When Taylor got in and Taylor started looking for him and he became the man again, you couldn't get Terry McLaurin to stop smiling. And let me tell y'all something. After this press conference, they interviewed Terry McLaurin. And when I saw Terry McLaurin smile about how excited he was that Bieniemy was here, and that how everybody knows when it comes to me, I can take hard coaching, and he smiled after that, I knew right then and there I got nothing to worry about. Like I said, Terry McLaurin, it's hard for him to hide his excitement. Now, the gentleman Jonathan Allen, he does a really good job with hiding his excitement, no matter what goes on, except for one time. And that one time he showed his excitement or his emotion, it filled my heart with joy. Because there was this year, there was a point where Jonathan Allen was interviewed and he said, you know, the one thing I understand is that I understand that the fans are frustrated. And he was like, and I was like, and next thing I know, I just heard the song, "The Circle When he did that, all that did was just make me happy, because you know why? I know he watches the show, and I'm pumped about that. Yes, I'm reaching, people. I'm reaching, yes. But like I said again, when Terry McLaurin showed his excitement in that interview, that's when I knew it's time to be excited about Eric Bieniemy being there. And because of that, I went from just being happy about the hiring to now being absolutely on board and excited about the hiring. And like I said again, Ron has done something that we're not used to seeing him do, and that's actually go away from what he was doing at first. He's, for once, and I'm gonna say this about Ron. I have been a huge critical person when it's come to Ron and a lot of the decisions he's made. I've been on him about a lot of his decisions. And if anybody goes back into all of the library of everything I've said, I've been on Ron the whole time. I'm going to give Ron some credit, some overdue credit now. Ron has actually sat up here and has now figured out how intelligent this fan base truly is. And he now understands that he can't just feed us anything and that's enough. He's now gotten to the point where he understands that he did make a mistake early on, and he's starting to accept the fact that instead of making more mistakes and following up with mistake after mistake, he's now pivoting himself to doing something that he in normal times he probably wouldn't have been comfortable with doing. He's actually stepped outside of what he is, what he does, and what he normally do. And don't get me wrong, like I said, this is technically Ron stepping outside of his comfort zone, because again, he was hiring all the commanders. He was the one hiring all the commanders. He's now stepped outside of that. And not only that, he's starting to see the excitement coming from the players. And I'm giving Ron a lot of praise here. He's done a great job with this. Pulling off the Eric Bieniemy hire was picture perfect, because again, it wasn't about him being comfortable with people, because again, he's probably comfortable with Eric Bieniemy, but the fact that Eric Bieniemy is so different than what he was used to bringing in, it's like he finally gets it. He finally gets that he can't sucker this fan base. He finally gets that he needs to show us some respect. He finally gets that when it comes to us as a fan base, we hold we hold the line. We don't play the games. If we feel you're playing with our intelligence, we're going to express it and show it. We're not going to play games. We love our team, but we're not going to play games with our team, and we're not going to play games when it comes to insulting our intelligence. And I feel that for the first time, Ron has sat up there and said, you know what, let me not play around. Let me actually do something that benefits the fan base along with the team. And bringing on Eric Bieniemy is that thing. Now, when it comes to Eric Bieniemy, again, I did a video, I just released a video where I talked about, was he undermined? And to be quite honest, after y'all seen the press conference and everything like that, I mean, am I really off about him being undermined in Kansas City? Because, I mean, again, there was nothing in that press conference that would make us say, oh, he doesn't deserve to be a head coach, or he doesn't show the passion for coaching, or he doesn't show the fact that he really wants to do it. In fact, I'll give you some stuff that he said that to me I found very important. One was building the relationships with the players. That is very key. And I'm going to tell, and you know why that's very key? It's very key because you know why? When you build the relationship with the players, what you do is that's how you find out how good they are in certain areas. That's how you get guess what? Cam Sims down in the red zone and you're throwing the ball up to him. That's how you get it. That's how you get Antonio Gibson more involved in the passing game and a bigger passing threat out of the backfield. The same thing applies to somebody like a Curtis Samuel. That's how you get those things done. And to hear him say that, that was a breath of fresh air, because even though people won't say it, you can kind of see that Scott Turner didn't have the best relationships with all those players. You could tell. You could absolutely tell. Not only that, he talked about accountability. Like, you're talking about, we have a team of players. When you think about all the players, they are okay with accountability. They know when they're wrong. They know when they've done something wrong. They don't make excuses for why something didn't happen. Even Bobby McCain, after the first year, figured out in the second year, excuses aren't acceptable here. And because you already got that level of accountability and players there, now all of a sudden you add another coach who also is okay with giving everybody the level of accountability that they need to be paying attention to. You now have something even more special when it comes to what is going on with this team. And I'm going to be honest, man, I just can't believe that, again, my level of excitement. Like I said, again, I was only happy at first. And then, like I said, the needle was moving when Bieniemy's press conference, and I was like, I just don't see how this guy doesn't get a head coaching job. I don't care how he talks. I don't care him talking in the third person. Let me tell y'all something about third person talk. If you've ever met an athlete that is so confident in his skills, a lot of them talk in third person. I grew up with a guy who talked in third person even when he missed a shot. And and for my friends who know who I'm talking about, they know who I'm talking about. In fact, I'll say his name, Fry. Everybody know who I'm talking about. Fry would sit up there, be dribbling all day, shoot all the shots, and call his name all the time. He would say his name all the time. But again, those guys that speak in third person like that, they're confident in what they're doing. And Eric Bieniemy in that press conference showed without a shadow of a doubt that he in fact was confident on what he was going to be bringing to this Washington franchise. And like I said, when I saw the captain show the excitement on his face, that let me know, boom, it's okay for me to get on the bus. Because now I understand that at the end of the day, this is not just a glorified hiring. This is something that actually means something. And when you see a player show that level of excitement for his coach, because again, his boy may not be here next year. Taylor may not be here next year, but the fact that he's showing that level of excitement for his coach means that he's willing to play hard for his coach. And that is a very good thing. Not only that, all the offensive guys that showed up today at the press conference, remarkable. That is how an offensive team unit, and that's how a team comes out in response to everything. Like I said, man, this has been a very good thing. And like I said, I went from happy to excited. And because of our captain expressing his excitement, I'm going to be on the bus. I'm going to be on the bus. Don't get me wrong. Nobody's going to get away from me criticizing them if they're not doing things the correct way. But I do feel that there's less of a chance of that happening. We're going to see growth in this team next year. The next thing that came out right after everybody's excited and I'm excited and I'm happy and everything like that, an announcement comes out that my buddy Jeff Bezos hires Allen and Company to get him involved in the bidding for the Washington Commanders. And my God, another it's almost like winning the sports lottery. You know, I mean, like, the only thing that would, like, complete this is that by somehow, some way, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker got traded to the Wizards. Like, that, I mean, that would complete the trifecta for us. But again, the fact that we get these announcements, the fact that we are going to get rid of Hurricane Dan. No more Fan Snyder. No more Hurricane Dan. He's going to be gone, people. He's going to be gone. And you're talking about this is just the greatest thing that could ever happen to us as a fan base. As a fan base. Understand this. Do you understand that I have been on Dan from the beginning? From the very beginning. And to see all this come together, it's just the most exciting thing in the world, man. I mean, like I said, it's one of those things where, you know, to get that announcement, to see Terry's excitement, to see the offensive players there for the introduction of their offensive coordinator, to see our offensive coordinator express himself in a manner that makes you excited that he's going to be here. Yeah, this is a good day. This is a very, very good day. Very, very good day. And the fact that we all get to see this is just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And this is the last thing I'm going to say because I need it to be said. Eric Bieniemy, we're on board with you. Understand this. You're now family with us, Eric Bieniemy. You're now family. And because you're now family, I like your response that you gave about what LaShawn McCoy said. You don't have to worry about that no more. Because you know why? Because you're now part of the family. You're now, understand, your battle. You don't have to fight your battles anymore. I will do it. LaShawn McCoy, he better not come out and say nothing else. Especially anything negative. Because at the end of the day, I will handle it for you. Because now, guess what, Eric? You're part of the family. And we appreciate you coming here. We are excited that you came here. We want your winning pedigree here. That you are the piece that has been missing. And like I said again, you're family now. So any problems that goes on, understand this. We, as your family, can criticize you and talk trash about you. But guess what? Nobody on the outside can do that. No. So, like I said, man, exciting day. I need all of you to drop your comments in the comment section because on Saturday is going to be my comment show. Tell me how you feel. I want y'all to go look at Terry McLaurin's press conference. Trust and believe that will amp you up like it did me. Go watch Ron Rivera's press conference. He actually responded in a way that I'm happy he responded in the way that he did. Trust and believe, y'all, I'm on the bus. I'm on the bus. I mean, if need be, I'll sit by stupid old Major Tutty, but I'm on the bus. And I'm excited, y'all. Again, y'all tell me, what is your excitement level? Y'all tell me, how do y'all feel? Even when it comes to understanding that Jeff Bezos is now jumping into the bidding. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all let me know. Again, from an excited, frustrated fan, John Fortune, this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.